Ellsworth City Council voting unanimously last night to fire the city's police chief, Glenn Mosier. Mosier had been placed on administrative leave since late December and also been serving as the city's manager before being placed on leave for that position as well last week. Reasons for the actions have not been made public. Council appointing Deputy Troy Beers as interim chief. City planner Matthew Williams is serving as interim city manager. New city manager Charles Pierce of Castine is scheduled to start April 1st. Council released a letter to the city saying Ellsworth's going through a time of big transitions. Some of them were planned. Other transitions have been in response to events we could not have predicted. Council asks the citizens to trust their decisions regarding the recent closed-door meetings, adding everything about this process is intended to protect the employee who's being investigated. While the lack of public information is frustrating for the rest of the city staff and the community, the employee's right to privacy must prevail. You can read the full statement on our website.